We talk about test scores. Well, if you subtract immigration out of test scores, all of a sudden our test scores skyrocket.
That was Stephen Miller. The bad news. What's the bad news? That guy is in charge of our immigration policy. He's the brains behind it. The good news is he really doesn't have any brains. Let's talk about Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller lives in cognitive dissonance. His great-grandfather, an immigrant, came here in 1903. Stephen Miller, he's anti-immigrant. Stephen Miller, a white supremacist, that's what he is Jewish. You can't be a white supremacist and Jewish at the same time. It's not possible. Stephen, what were they shouting? If you're listening, Stephen, what were they shouting in Charlottesville? Jews will not replace us. Yeah, they were talking about you, Stephen. Stephen Miller, woo-woo-woo, thinks that if we get rid of all our immigrants, our test scores will skyrocket. Guess what, Stephen? If we do that, we'll lose 40 to 50% of our Nobel Prize winners. Add in children of immigrants. I'm a child of immigrants. My parents, Holocaust survivors, yeah. America didn't want them either, just like Stephen Miller doesn't want immigrants. Probably have to add another 25% of our Nobel Prize winners. No, I have not won a Nobel Prize, but there have been 2 generations of satellites in space because of my work. Laws have been written that have cited my work. Yeah, I've bragged enough today. And it's not just Nobel Prize winners we lose. I live in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley would be a ghost town without immigrants. What Stephen Miller is demanding would cause the collapse of the American economy. Do you want the American economy to collapse? I didn't think so. The good news about Stephen Miller is that, yeah, he can't think straight. Something's wrong with him. He's evil, but he's also incompetent. And he's the brains behind our deportation program, which is why they want to deport about 1 million people this year. They'll be lucky to deport half that. More good news, Stephen Miller's boss, Donald Trump, his popularity is tanking because he's incompetent as Stephen Miller. And his mind is going month by month, actually day by day, you can see him decline. He's probably not going to make it to 2028. We have an election to win in 2026. We are going to have an election. We can Donald Trump. Then we can throw the GOP out in 2028, throw Stephen Miller into the dustbin of history.